Okay, this is installment 4 in Why We Can't Wait to Read Pamela. I'm just going to show you a few engravings based on paintings that were contemporaneous with the publication of the novel, so that you can see the kind of tension that I was talking about before in terms of her virtue and her vanity. Not just on her own part as a character, but on the part of the novel. So Pamela, not just the girl, but the book. So the first engraving is here. This is from a scene near the middle of the novel where Pamela is hiding from other people trying to find her. And it's not that shocking. It's one of the engravings that was widely included in publications of the novel. But I'm giving you I'm putting it here so that you can sort of see what comes next as being more surprising, I suppose. After Francis Heyman means that it was based on a painting of his. Okay, this is much more like the paintings that were made of Pamela, and there are several things to notice here that demonstrate the tension or conflict that I was talking about. So oddly, and this alone might sell the novel for you, sell you on the novel, this right here is Mr. B. He's hiding in a female servant's clothes so that he can get in the room while Pamela, who's right here, is getting dressed. And we see that her clothes are accidentally falling off her breast, and she's very beautiful. You've just got to trust me on that one. And her most shocking to me is that she's taking off her laces, right? So her knee and her leg is revealed. So that's much less typical of paintings. Even if you have like a breast exposed, having a leg exposed is almost as seductive. She sleeps with the housekeeper because she's afraid of Mr. B, who has obviously bribed the housekeeper here, or actually just tricked the housekeeper here. Okay, here's another one of Pamela. And none of these aren't meant to be scandalous. These are meant to show how beautiful she is. Here we have her writing implements over here so she can write all of the letters. And we've got her legs again and her open breast again. And the impulse behind these paintings is to show how beautiful she is. And the way to do that is to show her body. But of course, her letters, as I mentioned earlier, are used to cover her body up and also expose her innermost thoughts. Okay, and then I think this is the last one. This is when he's trying to literally, like, she's passed out and he's trying to rape her. And here's Mrs. Jarvis, who's trying to save her, sort of. And again, her clothes are accidentally falling off. We see her arm down here. And it turns out that he's unwilling to rape a girl who's totally passed out. So I guess he's a good guy. Just kidding. And even in this engraving that's much more conservative than the other two we just looked at, she's exposed up here. And so these are my last efforts at showing you why Pamela can be so interesting. Let's pick one. Let's end with this. Let's end with this as the image of Pamela as we begin to read her novel. Okay, great. You're excited, right? I can tell you're excited.